Welcome for this classic. We're in standard tuning and we got our capo at the first fret. So I'll speak to the capo as 0. So open would be an E string when it's really an F. But I'm going to speak to the strings as if that was open. Alrighty, so to start this out with, the chords are A, then we're going to lift our ring finger and put a G over this A. Then we're going to go D and E. Okay, pretty basic chords. Finger picking, we're going to pluck the 5th string, then the 4th string, then the 2nd and 3rd. So what we're going to do from there is we're going to take the 2nd string and lift that finger off. I use my ring finger, and we're going to place it on the 6th string at the 3rd fret. That'll be a G note, okay? And we're going to pluck 6, 4, 2, 3. So it should sound like this. Okay, and then we're going to go to our D, and this will be 4, 3, 1, 2. Okay, now when we get to our E, play a normal E chord, this is going to be kind of a turnaround for our finger picking. So we're just going to pick straight 6, 4, 3, 2. So it's kind of bringing us back around to the A. Let's go through that one more time together slowly. Actually, we'll take 2 rounds of it. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Another tip, if you want to finger pick a little quicker, like with the piano, you can do the same pattern. We're going to go 5 and then 4 and then 3, 2, but we can add the 4 again, so it's a little bit faster. Then when I get to the E, it's 6, 4, 3, 2, and then back to 4. They'll do the intro 3 times, and then they come in with the verse. The verse goes through it 4 times. That's the picking pattern. Now, the difference on the 4th time of the verse, where he says, trying to make yourself a bride, what he does different is he strums the E rather than picks through it. So it's almost like he lands on it. And then you go into your little bridge. Okay, so let me pluck through that 4th part of it where you say trying to make yourself a bride. So you can see in the last part of the verse, and that continues throughout the song, they just strum the E, and then they go into an F sharp minor, then to an E, then to an A, and a B. Then we're into the chorus where he sings about the handbags and the Gladrags. So that's a D to an E. Poor old granddad had to sweat to buy you. Then you go back into the plucking pattern for 2 more times before you start another verse. The second chorus changes a little bit, and what I'll do is play through the second chorus, and we'll speak to what they do a little bit different. So then we're into the 3rd verse. But what changes there is after he says, you're on the E for your poor old granddad had to sweat to buy you, You're going to pluck your A part once through, and he goes to an A, and he just holds that. And then there's a little bit different part here, kind of a bridge back to the verse. It's D to A, D twice actually, A, then D twice, then we start finger picking. So I think it's intricate to the song because we're going into the third verse and bridge, and after this chorus there's kind of another break, but it's a lead break. Let's take it from the second chorus, and then they go into that lead break. Okay, so there's that bridge again, but what they do different after the E, we're going to go into an A. The timing's a little bit different. We're going to hold our A and strike it twice with a half measure each. And then a D for a quarter measure each and hold it. Okay, that's a total of 4 times. You're into your F minor, the bridge. String instrument will be playing this. Okay, so basically those notes are second string, third fret to second fret. So we got our D to C sharp, and then we're going to hit the third string at the third fret. And we're following the timing. Here's the A, second A, now the D's that are quicker. Then we're back into it. So what I did was, since we're finger picking, I'm going to add those bass notes to this finger picking section and play that lead part at the same time. So it should sound like this. So what I'm doing is plucking the second string on the third fret with the open A, fifth string, okay? Then I'm plucking, letting that A ring, plucking the second string. Now I've lifted off, I'm at the second fret, and then I'm going to hit the third fret on the third string. So it should sound like this. Then we do it again. Then we're just going to switch the bass notes. We're going to do the same pattern, but pluck the D. So now we've got the D's ringing out together. We've got this D, second string, third fret, and the open D. Of course, those are much faster. Then we're back to the A. So it's kind of cool to play if you build it up to speed. Took me a little while to practice, but I got it. So then right out of that, they go back into the bridge with the F sharp minor to E. Now it's really kind of slowed down, and then A to B. Then you're into your last chorus where again, it's kind of slowed down. Glad bags and the handbags and your poor old granddad had sweated to buy you. Now, again, the outro is the A with the D, G, and E finger picked 3 times. 4th time when they finger pick it, they're going to do this. So it's just A twice and D. And that's the end of the song. So I hope this helps everybody.